Hi, it's Haley and welcome to my bullet journal. So in today's video, I am going to be setting up my April spread, and this spread is actually very heavily inspired by Amanda Rach Lee. She did a cloud spread last year, April, and I absolutely loved the way the clouds looked. I thought they looked so pretty, so fluffy. I just love the detailing on them and just the style in general. So I was just like, okay, let's go for it this year. Let's go ahead and recreate some of those spreads. A lot of my spreads in this plan with me though are very different. They're kind of a different layout than hers, but I still kind of carry on that legacy of the beautiful clouds. So I just, thought, why not? Let's just do it. And I decided to make my accent color this like very pastel blue, and I thought it looked so pretty. The only thing with this with doing the accent color this way is that it was actually smudging with the fine liner a lot. So as this video goes on, you'll see that this blue Tombow actually gets like darker and darker. And honestly, it didn't bother me too much. I wasn't a huge fan of the smudging, but it wasn't a big deal. But if you want to avoid the smudging, you should probably do the accent of color before you put the fine liner down. I just didn't think it was a huge deal, so I didn't really bother with it. But yeah, I thought it still looked good either way. And my quote for this month is, "Rain is just confetti from the sky." And I thought that was just such a cute quote because honestly, rain isn't a bad thing. Rain is great. I love rain. Hearing rain just makes me happy. But of course, I didn't want to draw rain or anything because first of all, I'm not the best drawer in the world, so it would have just looked extremely messy. And I didn't want to give this spread any like negative feelings or anything. So I was just like, okay, we're gonna skip out on the rain, but we'll talk about it a little bit in the quote. But moving on to my monthly calendar, I did a pretty simple layout for this month. I think the boxes are like 5 by 5 squares, and yeah, I honestly love the way it looks. It's a very simple and clean calendar layout, and of course at the top I have my days of the week. So on the right side of the calendar, I made some space for a long-term goals section and a short-term goals. And honestly, I just usually have a lot of thoughts in mind for what I want to maybe accomplish next month or something down the line of this year. And I don't know, I thought there was just a good place to write it in my month at a glance section and then come back to it in the previous months whenever I'm ready to accomplish that goal. And then my short-term goals are just any goals that I want to do this month that will maybe help me get to my long-term goals. Something like that. I haven't exactly planned them out just yet, but when I have a good clear idea of what I want to do, then I'll start writing them down, and then I'll expand more on that in my brain dump, but we'll get to that page very soon. And under my short-term goals, I actually have a YouTube tracker because I do have 2 other YouTube channels that I have, so I like to just track how those are going as well. So yeah. And then at the very top of the calendar, I made sure I added back some of those beautiful clouds to basically tie this whole spread together. Alright, and here is my month at a glance. Moving on to my mood tracker and my habit tracker. I honestly love the way Amanda did her mood tracker. I think the falling rain was so super cute, so I made sure to do a big cloud at the top with mood tracker in the middle of it, and then 30 raindrops, and after each day I will color in a raindrop of how I was feeling for that day. So So a lighter blue would mean that it was an extremely good day, and a dark blue meaning it was just a horrible bad day. So hopefully this tracker is filled with a whole bunch of light blue raindrops. Alright, and moving on to my habit tracker, I went ahead and did the same type of titling format. I honestly like when the tracker titles match each other because it looks like the spread goes together very nicely. But for the habit tracker, I made these individual trackers that are kind of hanging from the cloud, and I thought it looked really, really cute. So for this month, I will be tracking how many times I stream, my skincare routine, how many times I upload on either one of my YouTube channels, doesn't matter which one, just as long as I'm uploading, and how many times I post on my bullet journal Instagram. For those who don't know, I do have a bullet journal Instagram. The name of it is the exact same as my YouTube channel name. It is HAYLEYS.Bujo. So I will leave a link to that in the description. If you want to go ahead and follow me, that would be absolutely great. You can see all of my spreads over there on that Instagram account. I have been falling a little bit behind though, so I do want to stay consistent this month. So here are both of my tracker spreads. Moving on to my master to-do list and my brain dump spread. So usually I like the brain dump to just be completely 2 pages, but there are a lot of things that I do want to accomplish this month, and sometimes having it all in a brain dump can get very, very messy. So just a way for me to kind of organize things within a brain dump is to just have a to-do list on one side, and then the brain dump could kind of be how I'm going to carry out with all of the tasks that I want to do. So it's just a good way for me to organize my thoughts a little better than having them scattered throughout the page, because my brain dump for March got very, very intense. Like, there was a lot of stuff on the page and I just didn't really know what was happening. I was very, very lost. So let's just try to be a little more organized this month and have it spread into 2 different pages. And then I'll let you guys know exactly how that works out for me, whether it's better or worse. And we'll see if I do it again for next month. But I did this super cute border, this like cloud border that I saw Amanda do, and I thought it was just so nice, and it fits along with the brain dump spread so nicely. Alright, and last but not least, here is my weekly spread. And honestly, I love the way I did this titling so much. I used a very light Tombow dual brush pen to just letter in the words. But of course, since this Tombow brush pen was just so bright, I wanted to add a drop shadow to make it pop a little bit. So I took a very light gray fine liner and I just went along the right side of like the letters to make it look like there was a shadow behind it, and it just helped it so much, and I thought it looked so pretty. And moving forward, I want to do the rest of my titles like this because I honestly love it. And right below where all of the clouds and stuff are, I have like this little timeline-ish looking thing. I don't know, I just thought it was a great open area. I don't usually love doing the rectangles. I think having more space to kind of plan and to create tasks could be a lot more beneficial for me. So yeah, I honestly love the way this spread came out. Very simplistic, but it also goes along with the cloud theme very nicely. And then down at the bottom of the page for my weekly spread, I added two more clouds, two more like rectangle-ish clouds for a goals and a note section. I love always having those a part of my weekly spreads because making weekly goals is just so great for me. It helps me reach my monthly goals and everything. So yeah, fit the theme, and I also added just two essential things that I always need in my weekly spread. Alright, so here is the final at my April spread. I think it came out so nice. It just looks super cute. It's a perfect mixture between simple doodles and just really nice layouts, nice clean layouts. I just love the way how classy everything looks. It just looks really good. Very happy with it. So I thank Amanda Rach Lee for giving me this inspiration to make this spread look amazing. And yeah, other videos will be coming out soon. I plan on doing weekly uploads. I want to show how I set up my new bullet journal, the one that I actually did this spread in. So that's going to be a fun video. Stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave it a big thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Tell me what you liked about this spread. And yes, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye guys.